We always say there are enough dogs in the world and not enough homes for them. Irresponsible pet owners all over the world do not realize the consequences of careless breeding of their pets. By not spaying them or breeding for profit, they contribute to overpopulation of stray and abandoned dogs all over the world. Did you know that one unspayed female dog and her offspring can theoretically produce up to 67,000 puppies in just 7 years? Whilst in the UK this leads to a relatively high number of abandoned dogs locked up in shelters, and many of them being euthanized, in Romania the problem is even more enormous and completely out of control. Hundreds of thousands of dogs, either stray or let loose by their owners onto the streets, continue breeding. New puppies are constantly born into short lives of suffering, illness, hunger and abuse. The dogs who make it to adulthood are caught by brutal dog catchers and placed in filthy public shelters. The state shelters often employ vets who do not care about animals and butcher them during neutering, which should be a clean and simple procedure. Rosie was spotted by our team member Sue during one of our routine Craiova shelter visits to remove a few lucky dogs for rehoming. Blood was dripping from Rosie's tail, and as soon as we got her ultrasound done at the private clinic on the same day, it was clear that the poor girl had a giant infection from an unhygienic and brutal spay surgery. Poor Rosie's insides were rotten. The vet managed to cut out a huge tumor mass, and we all prayed for Rosie to get better, so she could come to the UK and live with Sue. Tragically, her little body gave up and she died a few days later. It's not just the shelter dogs that suffer consequences of the lack of hygiene and humane treatment during this simple procedure. The puppies born into misery and abuse live out their short lives in just days or weeks. Some of them don't even make it out of their mother's womb. All but 2 Dottie's pups died still inside of her when their mother was beaten up by cruel people, and 2 little ones who made it outside died days later from internal injuries. The only way to prevent these kind of tragedies is to tackle the overpopulation problem by spaying and neutering the dogs. At K-9 Angels we are committed to raising as much funds as possible to organize our safe, clean and effective neutering programs. This simple procedure can be done in a safe and clean place by a caring vet for only around €20. Spaying does not only stop the puppies from being born, it also saves the mother dog from an endless circle of pregnancies and the stress of nursing puppies who rarely survive longer than a few weeks. Motherhood should be a happy experience and not only for humans.